Today we're making some risotto. This dish clocks in at 575 calories per portion, 82 grams of carbs, 13 grams of protein and 17 grams of fat. Today I'm making this with truffles because I find some relatively cheap truffles at my grocery store, but you can make this with button mushrooms, shrimp or anything, but today we're just focusing on the truffles. And to do this, you're gonna need some risotto rice. You can use Calorie or you can use Abrorio. I'm using Abrorio today, but Calorie works fine as well. So we're gonna have 200 grams of rice, and after that we're gonna finally chop up 1 onion. To this, we're gonna boil up some water because we're gonna use that to heat up our risotto. And we want everything to be done when we start actually cooking our rice. So we're gonna go for 25 grams of Parmesan cheese and also 13 grams of butter. And this is for 2 portions. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and to that we're gonna add our onions and we're gonna fry those. We can add some salt to that, and once our onions has been cooking for a few minutes, we're gonna pour in our rice and we're gonna sear that as well. And same thing there, we're gonna sear that for 2 or 3 minutes. And once that's done, we're gonna pour in 100 grams of white wine that we're going to reduce, and we're going to reduce that until it's basically none left. So just pour that in and reduce your wine away. And once that's gone, all we need to do is add our now heated or boiling water. We don't need to keep that water boiling, all we need to do is just keep it hot so we don't have to heat it in the pan. So we're going to add our water, and I like to keep roughly this much water. It's debated on whether or not you need to stir this constantly. I've found that it doesn't really make a difference if you stir it constantly or every once in a while. So go with what you feel like. And all we need to do then is just keep adding water until our rice is fully cooked. And that depends on what rice you're using, but I would guess it's somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes. Once we're happy with the cooking grade of our rice, we want to reduce the liquid, and I like to keep it at this level. All we need to do is remove this from the heat, and it's a little bit liquid left, but that's good for when we're adding our cheese later on. But this is really hot at the moment, so we're going to remove this from the heat. We're going to add our butter and stir that in, and that means that the temperature is going to lower a bit, so that when we add our cheese later on, that won't be a problem. So all we need to do then is just stir in our butter. And as you can see, this is really simple to make. All we need to do now is just add our shredded cheese. And we're gonna stir that in, and then we're just gonna check our salt levels, and also I like to add quite a lot of pepper, but go with what you feel like. So just stir in our cheese, and as I said, I'm making this with some fall truffles today, but usually I just go for button mushrooms and then just roast them in the oven for half an hour, and that usually works out terrific as well. But 2 portions here, and traditional way of plating risotto is just pouring it into a pile and then just hammer the bottom of your plate until everything is flattened out. And then final step, we're gonna grate some of our truffles, and I'm gonna do a mixture here of large flakes and somewhat finer flakes. And this is our result. It's not a high protein dish, but it's a very nice dish, I would say. And it's very easy to make. So, really simple, I hope you tried and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.